Hello future investors and welcome back to another weekly episode. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about the Bank of England increasing its base rates to try and tackle the inflation. So unfortunately people are going to lose their homes. It's a simple fact. With the current increase in the base rate to try and tackle inflation, this has increased the interest rates. So people who have mortgages and who are already struggling financially are going to find it extremely difficult to continue paying their mortgages when they have to renew and their interest rates rocket up, therefore increasing their mortgage repayments dramatically. So the Bank of England has increased its base rate in September of 2022 by 0.5% to 2.25%, which is the highest level in almost 14 years. And it was the 7th consecutive increase by the Bank of England, which is unprecedented. Now, what does that mean for mortgage borrowers? Well, if you are on a fixed rate deal, your mortgage repayments will remain the same for now. But when you come to remortgage, you can expect to pay much higher interest rates. So going by the current interest rates as of the 29th of September 2022, that means for every £100,000 you've borrowed in your mortgage, you are then likely to see your repayments go up by £26 a month. So if we do the maths on that, that means if you have £200,000 left on your mortgage repayment is likely to go up by £52 extra a month as a result of the latest Bank of England base rate increase. So what is going to happen to the base rate going forward? Well, a lot depends on inflation. So when inflation is proven sticky, the Bank of England will increase the base rate as they've done. They do this to try and quell the inflation, but it does also depend on what's going to happen with the government in regards to their plans for pro-growth to try and improve the economy. But currently looking at the state of the British sterling pound, valuing currently at a very poor £1 to the euro, which is currently valued at €1.13. It is not a great start for the new Conservative government, which is led by the new Prime Minister, Liz Truss. So why is the pound losing its value specifically? Well, the immediate cause of the pound's alarming fall was the announcement of a spending and tax plan by Britain's new Conservative government, which basically promised to steep tax cuts that primarily benefited the wealthiest individuals, along with expensive measures to help blunt the painful rise in energy prices. However, unfortunately, this has not done what its desired effect should have been. The pound has dropped, interest rates have continued to rise, and the Bank of England has had to step in and increase the base rate, which is unprecedented. And I don't think that's happened since 2008 when the huge financial recession around the globe happened. So I know what you're thinking. If you've got a mortgage, where are the interest rates going to go? Are they going to go up or are they going to go down? Well, there's a very easy answer to that. And the truth is, no one can really say. People can predict it and look at the markets and try and force what they want to happen. Hence why the Bank of England have increased the base rate. They're trying to control the rate of inflation. Now, I did do a bit of research on this, and it looks like, unfortunately, the interest rates are going to continue to rise throughout 2022 all the way into late 2023, and possibly sort of sitting at high stagnant in 2024. So for most people, it's not a great time, especially if you're coming up for a renewal on your mortgage. So what can you do? And how can you try and protect yourself in this time of inflation? Well, it's a difficult one because some people don't have any money to invest or keep to a side in case rates do increase. So unfortunately for those people, there isn't much you can do apart from try to weather the storm the best you can, cut back on unnecessary expenditure and try and just protect yourself and create a little side pot, as we call a war chest. If your mortgage term is coming to an end, unfortunately, you are going to get hit by the increased interest rates. There's nothing you can do about that apart from try and find out where you can get some more money from to cover those repayments. But this is why I said in the title, people are going to lose their homes and their mortgages because not all of us can find extra money or don't have extra jobs or side hustles to create cash flow when it's needed. And people are going to lose their homes. And basically, we're in the midst of a recession. There's no two ways about it. And at the way it's going, it looks even worse than the 2008 recession. It could get worse unless the Bank of England really do something dramatic to flip this on its head and do a U-turn. Now, as we all know, we invest in precious metals here on Future Investments. But currently, with the rates of inflation and the rise in interest rates, as we know, when there's global crisis, especially in the financial markets, precious metals increase in value. So even if you were thinking, well, that's okay, I've got 10 grand in the bank, I'm going to dump it all in precious metals. Yeah, okay, if you want to do that, that's fine. But precious metals have spiked in price because of the crisis in the financial markets. So we're in a real sticky situation because there's nothing you can do at the minute to benefit yourself almost. If you've got spare cash and you're hoping that the property prices drop down because people won't be able to buy them, so therefore the values of the properties will drop, yeah, maybe you might be able to invest and buy a property cheap, but you're going to get stuck with the high interest rate. So you might save 40 grand on a house you're buying because they're not selling, but you're going to get absolutely slaughtered with your mortgage term. If you're looking to invest in precious metals, you're going to pay over the odds than they normally are because of the current situation in the financial market. Now, like we know, if we're holding for precious metals for a long term, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, I'm a big believer in not trying to worry too much about those prices. But currently, it's something you can't ignore. You can't really keep money in the bank because of the rates of inflation right now is so extraordinarily bad that your money is basically just falling off a cliff if it's in your bank account. So what do? It's a real tough one. In my opinion, I like to have a mixture. I like to have a bit of precious metals, a bit of cash in the bank for a war chest in case I suddenly get hit with an extraordinary bill that I need quick cash. And I keep trying to create different flows of income for myself. And I think that's one of the biggest ones, is to try and create other sources of income to protect yourself. But I really hope that whoever's watching this isn't in a position of worrying. I think we're all worried, but I think there's some people out there that will actually be genuinely concerned as to whether they're going to be able to make their repayments. So I hope that's not you, but if it is, leave a comment below and I'm going to make sure I can reply to that comment, and if I can help in any way with any advice, I will do so. So thanks for watching. A bit of a doom and gloom episode on this one, but unfortunately it's the truth of the current financial markets here in the UK and sort of around the world. So yeah, thank you for watching as always. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and it's been informative enough for you. Don't forget to check out our Instagram and TikTok accounts. They are in the description below. We post short versions of our content, which we do here on YouTube. So if you haven't got as much time and you want to just get a synopsis of what we do, head to our TikTok or our Instagram for those. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment, hit that like button if you stayed till the end, and if you want to see more content, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching.